Hi everybody, Electronics here, and today we're gonna be playing Kharazim at the Garden of Terror. So let's have a look at our team compositions. It's gonna be Kharazim, Zagara, Liming, Zul, and Nova versus Lily, Gul'dan, Vala, Illidan, and Nova. Wow, both teams have Nova. That's interesting. I haven't seen her lately a lot in quick matches. That's kind of weird, but hey. We have Nova, and they have Illidan, and you know what that means? It's 7-sided strike time. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun because Illidan tends to dive into your whole team, and if he just he isolates himself, which means 7-sided strike is just the way to go. He basically counters himself, like when he's playing versus Kharazim, because when you use 7-sided strike, you always want to use it on one person. It's not an LE ability, and I see so many people use it just in a straight up team fight, and it's just so bad because it only hurts for 10%. Like, if you use it in a team fight on 5 people, everybody will get hurt by 10%, and that's not great. Like, let's be honest here, that's negligible, and some healers can even just heal it up instantly, like Brightwing, for example. Like, if you hurt everybody for 10%, like Brightwing, you're like, okay, I will just heal them with 2 of my passive ticks. That's really cool, but yeah, so the way you want to be using 7-sided strike is if somebody is completely isolated, you press 7-sided strike. If the whole enemy team is at 10% life or less, then use 7-sided strike to kill them all. If the whole enemy team is at 10% life or less, but one person is at full life, use 7-sided strike, because the way it works is it always prioritizes the target with the most health. So you will be able to reduce their tank, for example, from 100% health to 50%. And that will potentially enable you to completely dominate the enemy team. But we'll be going for Insight. That's a new talent change for Kharazim. Is after you hit 100 times, after you get 100 times stacks of Insight, you will start reducing the cooldowns of your abilities with every third proc of Insight, which is kind of interesting. That's an interesting choice there, because it kind of always bugged me that when you go for the Blazing Fists and Fists of Fury, it was actually never enough to reduce, to basically constantly keep up your Deadly Reach. But now with this talent, you can actually have Deadly Reach up 100% of the time. Oh, he's just slightly out of range. We already have 15 stacks of our Insight, by the way. It's actually not that hard to stack. I tried it a couple of times, and basically you get it around 5-minute mark if you focus on it. Like, if you are constantly attack the targets, like if you are constantly attacking something, you will get your stacks of Insight by 5-minute mark. If you aren't like really focusing on it, or if you are distracted a lot, it will be something around 6 or 7. Oh my god, she was just slightly out of range. Oh man, he is so close to death. Like Gul'dan, and man, it could have been so great, but it was so bad in the end. So yeah, so what I was talking about, yeah, 5-6 minute mark is when you hit your Insight stacks, and the weakness of this build is that you don't really have sustain until then. Like, all you have is your W's, but since you aren't reducing the cooldowns, you only have so many heals per second, you know? And that's where your usual build with Transcendence kind of shines. Also, I would definitely say that this building around Insight is viable only when you have lots of bruisers on your team, or if you can lock down enemies during the fights. Like, we have Zul, for example, that it means that we can get guaranteed hits on him, on somebody who's rooted, and that way we can get the cooldown reduction of our abilities really nicely. Okay, we'll go for the protective shield. It's just pretty good. Yeah, if also with this build, when you reach level 16, you can keep your Deadly Reach 100% of the time, unless you get like your auto attacks get slowed for some reason, for like any reason, you will have enough. Oh my god, the miss. Oh, if only if only there was just slightly more damage. But Nova with the follow-up, good job Nova, good cleanup. So let's use our Deadly Reach, helps us stack our stacks faster. So we are at 4-minute mark right now and we have 61 stacks. And we were kind of distracted a little bit, we were running around a lot. We were trying to escape enemies, to attack enemies, all of that stuff, but yeah, also I feel like that you need to go for Echo of Heaven because that's your only heal, so you need to make sure that it's the best heal ever. Yeah, Nova just got destroyed by the Garden Tear and there was nothing I could have done about that. Let's use our Deadly Reach. We are 77 stacks, almost done with it. Zul actually died to somebody. I don't know what happened there. 82 stacks. Yeah, as soon as we hit 100, we are gonna start our healing process. Because right now we, as I said before, you can only heal so many times. But after we hit 100, it's just gonna be constant spam of our Breath of Heaven. Like, what will end up happening in the end, you will just be spamming Deadly Reach and Breath of Heaven, like, constantly. That's kind of interesting. Like, it's actually pretty hard to micromanage cooldowns after you hit 100 stacks, because you will definitely miss out on some DPS because you won't be using your skills in time. Or you will be reducing the cooldowns of your abilities by, like, they are almost up, but there's like half of a second until they're up, and then you attack and it's -1 second and you kind of like miss micro there, but there is not really much you can do here. But look at how many times we can just heal, like just constant spam of our Breath of Heaven, and it's really cool. Like, and the best part about this is that you never run out of mana. Like, this, you can do this forever, you can do camps forever. I actually tried to solve the boss, and you can't really do it. I have tried it at level like 12 or something, so maybe at level 16 with the Blazing Fists and Fists of Fury you actually can solve the boss because of how it works, but until then I don't think it's possible. So Illidan activated his evade, so I waited for it to run out. Oh my god, oh my god. Nope, I'm dead. I'm dead, and we hit 10. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be going for 7-sided strike, because there are 2 reasons for that. They have Illidan, which means he will isolate himself a lot. That way we can follow up with tons of damage. Also, they are kind of squishy, which kind of negates the potential of 7-sided strike because it deals damage in maximum health, but at the same time, it will hurt them for half health, and since they don't have a lot of health, it's so much easier for our teammates to follow up with the damage and kill them. So I like that aspect of synergies there. It's definitely not as good as if they had Cho'Gall, but I think it's good enough. And the other reason is I don't think that Divine Palm would actually save anybody on our team, because they have so much burst that it doesn't really matter if I... Oh girl. Oh my god, she escaped. That was so bad. Oh, we actually killed Illidan. Oh, Nova, of course. Of course, Nova. Good job. There we go. Okay, so we wiped their whole team, and they actually don't have enough seeds for the to summon the thing, to summon the Garden Tear. So this means that if we can actually grab all of the seeds right now, that way they can't do anything about that. I had to use my dash there to escape the stun. Oh no, 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 go down! Wow, 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 go down! Oh my god, friend, that was so cool. Nova, why is Nova running away? That was my bad there. I used on too many targets. Oh damn it, almost killed them. Like, they keep focusing Illidan, they shouldn't. We just need to kill Gul'dan. Because while Illidan is like jumping around and doing his thing, what actually happens is Gul'dan just dominates everybody, because he can just live tap mid-fight without any regrets. Because everybody is so focused on chasing down Illidan or running away from Illidan, which you should not be doing. Don't try to run away from Illidan, just stay next to a healer and just let them heal it. Like, let your healer heal you through the damage of Illidan, because you won't run away from him. So you might as well try to kill him. It's like your best chance of survival. But hey. Also we can use our 7-sided strike on the plant. It will kill it pretty fast actually, which is pretty damn nice. But I will use my deadly reach first. Now let's use 7-sided strike. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, dude, like... One second. There we go. Ooh, she almost escaped. That was a little bit too close. Let's heal up Zagara here. Yeah, we dealt with the... Oh my god, I used my dash. A little bit too late. Oh, if I had my ultimate there... Yeah, I should have used 7-sided strike right away on the Garden Terror. That was a mistake, me going for like some deadly reach attacks on the Garden Terror there. That was definitely a mistake. And I kind of knew it at the time, because you always want... Like, if you are going to use a big cooldown, use it as fast as possible, because you need it back as soon as possible, you know? So don't, like, I hesitated and I paid for it right now, because if I had my 7-sided strike, it wouldn't have kept me, like, I wouldn't have killed anybody, but it might have kept me alive long enough for our team to follow up. And the fact that our Nova actually went for triple tap versus Illidan with the Hunt, it's kinda bad. Also they have Nova, and what that means is when our Nova uses triple tap, their Nova will just precision strike her, and that's only the first, like, the first thing that she can do. The other thing that she can do is actually to put down a clone. And what that will do is it will block a lot of triple tap damage. Man, nobody is like... Our Liming was just running instead of... I don't know what happened. There is Noah right there, and I know about it. But I feel comfortable, except Liming is going to die. Oh my god, Nova, what? Everybody just runs away from me, that's so bad. We'll go for Blazing Fists, and hopefully I will show you the... Oh, I'm sorry, it might have been a little bit too loud because I leaned into the mic there, so that wasn't great. Oh my god, if he used it a little bit earlier, or a little bit later, he would have been stunned. Man, that's amazing. Everybody's so focused on Illidan, and he isn't really the threat. Like... His team, like, you need to kill his team, because we can deal with Illidan later. Like, it doesn't matter if he jumps around somebody, we need to kill everybody but him, because that way he can do anything. Like, 1 versus 5, what's he gonna do? Nothing, because he'll just die. And like, lots of people don't understand that. Lots of people just try to focus him down, and we don't have any sort of crowd control to do that. Like, the only way the only times when you actually need to focus Illidan is when you have, let's say, Brightwing on your team, or Uther. That way they can stun him, and everybody just follows up with tons and tons of damage. Damn it. And she just runs away from my healing. I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh my god, the miss from Lily. Yeah, like, these guys are just running away from my healing, running like... Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, once again, like Li Ming, was it Nova first time? I don't know. Like, I don't know at this point because they just try to run away from Illidan and it ends up killing them. Because if I'm next to them, I can just constantly heal them. I can give them the shield, I can heal them with Breath of Heaven, all of that stuff, but since they are just running away, I can't do anything. Like, when you're running away from a healer, it's almost pointless to play a healer because, like, you just... Your healer will need to run, like... Oh, I love it so much when, like, you have a team fight and then somebody on your team decides, you know what, I'm just gonna run away from the team fight in complete opposite direction. Like, if they are behind the enemy lines and you as a healer behind your, like, front line, and, like, they just end up running away through a completely different path because they are trying to escape or whatever, and like, it forces you as a healer to walk through the enemy team to reach them, and it's just the worst thing ever because you want the opposite. Like, you actually want the opposite. You want to be running away through the enemy team to your healer. That's the only way it works. And because you're forcing the, like, oh, it's so bad. I hate it so much when somebody does that on my team. It's just so annoying. And we see some kind of like the same stuff here because... Oh, they just keep doing the mistakes, the same mistakes. Give me a minion wave. A minion wave, please. Am I though? Am I not prepared? Because I'm pretty sure you're dead. And that's what I was like. I tried to do that for the whole game, but he actually played kind of smart. He didn't ever isolate himself that much, and that was like the first mistake he did. Also, when I used my seven-sided strike there, it was just really dumb, and I want to apologize for that because I've been harping on my team a lot, like, oh my god, what is this guy's doing and all of that stuff, but I wasted my ultimate there and it was bad. I could have potentially saved Li Ming there when I'm so dead. When Illidan chased her by trying to kill him, but I wasn't able to do that. So we'll go for Transgression. It amplifies the damage output of your 7-sided strike from 50% to almost 100% health. To 80%, I believe. Yeah, I believe it does like 80% health. It's pretty great. So by the way, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, you can just keep your deadly reach constantly up. You just spam your abilities and just don't care because you will never run out of mana. You can just have that 100% attack speed constantly up. And it's really cool. It amplifies your damage and your healing. And the reason I was saying, like in the beginning of the videos, that for this build you actually need a team that can either lock down the enemy team or a bruiser heavy team is exactly... This is exactly what I was talking about. Like, if you can keep fighting, like just keep fighting for as long as possible, it just enables your abilities to work. Like, it enables your 100% attack speed to be useful, because it's not like oh my god, that shield. Wait, what? What is it build? Stone Skin? Doesn't she have blood for blood? Why did she go for Stone Skin? I guess we don't have anybody to blood for. Like, if we had Gul'dan, that's obviously would have been a preferable choice. But yeah, okay, yeah, that's actually not a bad choice by her. But I didn't expect Stone Skin at all. I just like, it caught me a little bit off guard. Not that it would have mattered. I wouldn't have killed her anyway, but it was a little bit weird. A little bit weird. Oh my god, that fear timing from Gul'dan. Man, that was awesome. And Illidan just destroyed everybody because... Once again, everybody tries to focus him. We could have killed Gul'dan and Lily's there, but everybody is so... Like, everybody tries to kill Illidan so much, and we don't have anybody who can deal with him. Anybody. We have Zul with auto attacks, we have Noah with auto attacks, we have Zagara with auto attacks, and her summons also miss. the only person who can deal guaranteed damage to Illidan is Li Ming. And she can still dodge all of her skill shots. So like, I don't understand why they just keep doing it. And yeah, that's like the biggest problem. They keep doing it. Like, if something doesn't work, just stop doing it. Let's just do something else. Like, if you keep fighting Illidan and you can't kill him, just don't do it. But, I mean... yeah. And this build is actually not working with the Steam comp. That's exactly what I was talking about. Everybody just dies too fast, and the healing talent for the first tier would have been probably a lot better. So thank you guys for watching so much, and if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and as always, see you next time.